This video covers the general operation and maintenance for your new equipment. Every operator should watch this video before using the machine. Provided with your machine was an operator's manual. If you have not read this document, please pause this video and do so before continuing. This video provides information that is general and not tailored for your specific cleaning application. It does not take into consideration the health and safety risks specific to your application. Due to the many and various cleaning applications, the manufacturer, importer, distributor, or seller of this equipment is not responsible for its performance. So, let's get into it.
So what we're about to go through here is the STR1100 SureSweep sweeper. This would be our most popular ride-on in our range. Basically this machine here is battery operated machine, also does come in the petrol range but most popular in the battery range. So I'll go through some of the basics. First of all, to get into the machine itself we've got to lift up you call the engine hood or the engine cowling. To do that we need to remove the red battery key, which is the battery isolator key, so we need to remove this in view of lifting up our cowling. Therefore, once this is lifted up, we have no battery power on the machine, so nothing can run. Now these machines are very basic in the way of your general maintenance. We've got all gel batteries, so there's no acid in these batteries at all. So it's a maintenance free, so you don't have to remove any caps, you don't have to top them up with water. Basically what you'll find is this machine has got no belts, everything's direct drive. So we've got direct drive onto our suction fan, direct drive onto our back axle, and then a chain drive onto our brushes, which you can see in more detail in a minute, and we've got direct drive onto our front side brushes, which we'll go through in more detail. So the main thing on this machine is just to keep it clean, keep it blowing out. We've got a dust filter in here, which is a panel filter. As you can see, can collect a lot of fine dust and a lot of dust particles. Now this dust filter can be removed easily by removing these two knobs here, and the whole filter can come out. Otherwise, while operating the machine, there is a button here which will show in more detail, which can just shake and the dust will fall out of the filter. There is 3 grease points on the machine, which is on the back axle here. However, they are sealed bearings and do not have to be greased regularly. We would recommend probably on a 3 to 6 monthly service check, depending on the hours you're doing on the machine. The other thing I'll point out, we've got our charge point here. So to charge the machine we've got an Anderson plug here, this red plug, that's where your charger will plug straight into on the machine. And then charge the machine. You'll get about 4.5 hours runtime on the machine, and then you charge it up. What we want to do is try not charge it up regularly. Like if you charge it up every half an hour, your batteries do have a memory, and eventually you will only get about that out of your battery power. So you want to try and draw your batteries down, maybe run it for at least 3 hours before you plug it in, and you just charge it up. Also got some circuit breakers in here. We've got our fuses and we've got some circuit breakers. Now these are a reset circuit breaker, and we've got 3 of them here, and if you've got a high dump system you'll have a 4th one. But these operate different sections such as your brush motor, your drive, and your suction fan. So if one of your functions are not working, this would be your first point to check. So this here is your suction fan. Now once again it is direct drive onto your motor, so there's no belts or anything that runs that fan. However, over time, if your filter allows dust through, you will get a build-up of dust underneath on the suction fan. So when you're cleaning the machine, you want to try and get your air in and try and keep these fins clean. Otherwise over time you'll get a build-up, and then this will start to run out of balance. To remove your hopper, it's as simple as lifting these bars, and then the hopper will just slide straight out. Now as you will see, the hopper has got wheels on it, so it can be wheeled easily, and is a very lightweight hopper. So it just pulls out and slides back in very easily. With this out, you can easily access your main broom. Now remember, we've got two brushes under there, which I'll show you in more detail. Now this is our main broom, so you can have it inspect that. And if there's any strapping or things wrapped around your brush, you can easily cut it and remove it. So to run this machine, firstly you do need to make sure that your isolator key is in, otherwise you'll have no power. Then when starting the machine, you've just got the key to turn it on. So when turning the key, one thing you need to be aware of is to keep your foot away from your accelerator. Now if my foot is resting on that accelerator when I turn the key on, the machine won't drive. This is a safety feature, so that if you're doing it subconsciously, the machine won't drive and bump into someone. Now if that is resting on there and I turn the key, I'll have no drive and I'll have to turn the key off, make sure my foot's clear, and then restart the machine. Always try and restart the machine with no brushes and things activated. So on our panel here we have an hour meter, which tells you how many hours the machine's been running for. You have an indicator which will tell you as to the life you've got in your battery. You've got a horn. We've got our forward and reverse switch, so we can go forward and we can go reverse. We've got our brush motor, that's our main broom brush motor. We've also got our side brushes. Now one thing you'll notice with our side brushes is that we can control the speed. So this knob here, as I slow it down, I can slow the brushes down. As I wind it up in clockwise direction, I can speed the brushes up. Now the reason for that is so that if you're in a dusty environment, you can slow your brushes down if you're not kicking up too much dust. Then we have our suction fan, and then we have our filter shaker. Now this lever here is to lower your main broom. So once you turn your main broom on, then you want to be able to lower the main broom. Now on our foot pedal here, so we've got our accelerator, then we've got our park brake. Now this is only a park brake, so as I push it down and pull the handle back, it'll stop the machine from rolling. As you'll notice, if we drive forward and pull our foot off the accelerator, the machine will stop, so it will brake itself. Now what you'll notice here is that our side brushes are very independent. Now this is a great feature, so that as you come up against objects that might be coming up against a wall or a post, these brushes will tuck right in. They're not belt driven. It's got its own motor, so it's a very low risk in view of knocking these off. However, you do need to make sure that you don't ram a gutter and bend anything underneath. But what I want to show you is how to remove the brushes. With two screws we can remove the side cover. Once the side cover is removed, we have three screw knobs. Once these screws are removed, the whole side panel will come off the machine. Now what we have here is two different types of brushes depending on the application. Generally we'd run them both the same. This is a twin row, which is our most common brush. Now these brushes will spin in opposite direction to each other to give a maximum sweeping performance. We'll pick up your material and dump it over the back brush and into your hopper. So we've got two brushes. Now only the one brush is the one that's going to wear, and this is the one that will be adjusted up and down. So as this brush wears, we can end-for-end it to maximise the wear in your brushes, or you can just get away with replacing the one brush. It's very easy to pull out, it's very easy to reassemble. So on the wheels, now these are a pneumatic tyre, you might say, with a tube. However, these are solid filled, so you will not get any air pressure in them. They cannot be pumped up or inflated. They are solid filled, therefore they are a solid tyre, so you will not get any punctures. Hard to say what life you'll get out of them. However, if you don't get too much out of them, we have got some different tyre options available. So with the side brush, these are very easy to remove, as all we do have is like a wing nut on it. So it's just a wing nut, and the brush itself will slide off. So if you ever have to change the brush, it's 3 Allen keys to remove that little cap, and then it's get put onto the new brush, and then it just slides on. It's got a keyway, and it will just slide straight back on onto the machine and just done up with the wing nut. I think that pretty well covers it, and I do hope it all makes sense. If there's any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact Alpha Clean.
Thank you for your time, and we hope this video has been helpful. Remember that regular maintenance of your machine is recommended to optimize its life cycle.